Hey folks, it's Lindsay House with SPS back in the building over at the Moneyball program on SPS Road. We took last week off because of the 4th of July. I hope you had a good 4th. But now we're back at Eastern High School just for 2 nights. And then we're going to be heading back to Hope High School. I'm here with a young man that many may be familiar with, but a lot will be getting introduced to this new transfer. Got a little Crimson background. We'll talk about that in a second. But we're talking about Denham, Wojic. Denham, how you doing, man?
Yeah.
Welcome, man.
Doing well.
Yeah, I bumped into him. We were sitting down. He spent a lot of time in that weight room. But Denham, I want to say welcome to East Lansing. A place that you're familiar with because of your family ties. Your dad, Coach Doug Wojic, actually got the Howard Moore Coaches Award last year, right?
He did.
Yeah, outstanding, well deserved. But welcome, and how's it feel to be in this partner?
Hey, it feels great. It's kind of a dream come true for me. Grew up around state. My dad was here, started in 03, was a part of the 05 Final Four run when they beat Duke in Kentucky. So I was just a little kid then, but always rep the green and white, no matter where I was.
Yeah.
But glad to be here.
Where's home for you after this?
Home is kind of a trick question for me because of my dad bouncing around.
Right.
I call Charleston, South Carolina home.
Is that where you graduated from high school?
That's kind of where, I grew up, graduated from high school. That's where I call home.
Okay, I love it. Well, you're here, strong point guard, crafty. Oh, wow, got a lot of stuff. So, for those who are just getting to see you here at Moneyball and getting ready for the season, what are they going to see when you get on the court at Michigan State?
I would say a good player comparison for me, who's pretty familiar right now, coming to the finals, would be TJ McConnell.
Okay.
I kind of bring that tenacity, scrappiness, knock down open shots, play that point guard position, get into the paint, kind of surprise some people. So I'm excited, we'll see what my role will be, but I'm excited to do whatever my job is this year.
I love that. I'm going to put my sports psychology hat on now. Let's talk about 2 stigmas. Being a Crimson guy, being a Harvard guy, and a coach's son. Are those things that individually you kind of got to deal with and kind of, not necessarily overcome, but they have their own little lane that you got to address?
Yeah, I would say, to answer the first question about my dad being a coach's son, it's kind of, gift and a curse. It has its perks and it has its, the negative aspects to it. You kind of are looked at differently from some aspects.
Expectations.
Yeah, I would say expectations, you're always supposed to make the right play, whether it's not turning the ball over.
I'm supposed to be perfect. Huh?
Yeah, you're almost supposed to be perfect.
I'm
supposed to know what to do at all times. So that's one of the parts that, it goes against me, but there's obviously, I know the game so well because I've been around it, been exposed to it from a young age, so that would say it's the greatest positive. And then obviously coming from Harvard, straight forward right there. Straight forward. He's got 14 in the air right there.
Hey man, straight forward.
Wow.
Serious. You love it.
But Harvard, that carries some weight. But no, I don't pay attention to that. People closest to me, treat me for who I am as a person.
I love that. So speaking of that, when outside of basketball, when you're not playing, what do you find yourself wanting to do? What do you enjoy doing when you're not hooping?
Yeah, I enjoy being with family and friends for the most part. I enjoy the outdoors. I enjoy when the weather permits, go and play some golf. With some buddies and stuff like that. But I enjoy being with family and friends.
Maybe we see you on the golf course too.
Yeah, I love the golf course.
I love
to get out there sometime.
We'll do that. Well, with that being said, any special shout outs, anything you want to give?
I'll give a shout out to my girlfriend, Callie Hem. She's back in Boston right now.
Right there.
I'll give a shout out to my brother, Paxton Wojic. He just got done overseas playing in Poland.
All right, shout out to Paxton.
Shout out to Paxton. So thank you guys.
All right, hey, well done, man. We'll enjoy you. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
With that being said, Lindsay House with SPS. We'll see you next time.